Hey guys, so you're here with the Kilkennies. I'm Francis, and this is my husband, Jared. We just wanted to check in. We're a couple days late because we're parents, and that happens. But we wanted to just check in with you guys about our first week, and I guess technically week and a half of Max 30. It has been insane. So we got the program on Tuesday of last week, and immediately I jumped into it, even though Jared wasn't home yet because I'm impatient and can't wait for anything. And I've got to be honest, my mindset the whole time has been, you know what? I don't do cardio because anybody who knows me or follows my fitness page knows that I hate cardio. But I went into it thinking I don't like cardio, so I'm just gonna get through it, like I'm gonna modify all the moves because I know it's out of my comfort zone. And so that's exactly what I did. I started off week one modifying all the moves, which I don't necessarily think was bad because I got to really learn the form. And it's a pretty fast paced workout. There's not a lot of downtime. So I don't think that's bad. But I definitely didn't push myself as hard as I probably could have. So this week, my focus has been more on trying to do the non-modified version because I know I'm capable of it. Um, and I think, getting out of your own head and trying to change your perspective of let me just get the best time I can so I can modify all the moves so I can get a higher time, and instead looking at it as like it's okay to get a lower time as long as I'm pushing myself as much as I absolutely can. If you can do the non-modified version, go for it. If you can't, that's obviously, that's fine. Don't worry about it. But I can do the non-modified version. So that's what I've been focusing on this week, is trying to just step outside my comfort zone, and get sweaty, which I hate, and just kind of make it work better. Also, well, before I move on, I'll say the workouts are insane. It's a mixture of love and hate. I hate them because it's hard work. I mean, you're definitely putting your body through it. I was super sore. We bought our foam roller, so we're good. But it was still painful. There was a lot of cussing and a lot of yelling, and I probably told Dread off like 7 times. But it was fun, and my results from just one week were incredible. I lost, I think it was 2 pounds. I honestly, no, it was a half a pound, not even, but 2.5 inches off of my body, mostly from my waist and my thighs, which is awesome because that's exactly what I was hoping for. So, it's a quick 30 minutes, but it's tough. And then once you're done, you just feel like a total badass because you just finished that, and then that mental thing of in week two now I'm looking at it and I'm like, okay, in week one I maxed out at 5 minutes. So this week I have to beat that time. And at 5 minutes I'm dying and I'm like, I don't care if I'm dying, like I'm gonna push myself even further because that's the whole point. And it's that mental competition with yourself that you have that makes this program so effective. Like in most workout programs, you just kind of like go through it like, all right, whatever, it's 30 minutes, I'll just get it done. But with this, you're like, no, like, it's just me in these 5 minutes. Like, let's go. Like, I'm trying to do better. So that's how it's so effective. And not only that, but it kind of just plays with you mentally, right? It makes you mentally stronger because you know you're doing better each week and it encourages you to keep going. So quickly before I pass it over to Jared so he can give you the guys' idea behind it, one thing I will say is this. I am a fatty at heart. I love to eat. I eat a lot. I did, before this program, I did strictly weightlifting programs. I never did cardio. So my body's used to being fed a lot of food. And the meal plan with Max 30 is I'm on the plan A, which is about 1,200 calories a day, which is fairly low, even for people who don't do a lot of weightlifting or don't work out a lot. 1,200 is pretty low, but that, I mean, it's set at a calorie deficit so that way there you lose weight. So in week one, I felt really drained. I was super tired. I had no energy and I was starving. And in the book, it talks about if you feel that way, you need to pay attention to your body more than paying attention to, sticking strictly to the meal plan. And my body was definitely telling me that I needed to up my food intake. So that's what I did. In the book, it covers that. It tells you what you can substitute in and what you can add in so that you up your calories and your food intake and you feel better. So this week I've been focusing on that, and it's so much easier. Like I have more energy to get through the workouts, and I just feel better. So I'm done. Your turn.
Well, whenever whenever Max 30 was, on its way out, I was considering doing it. My main reasons for diving into the program were, I knew that this is something that has potential to help a lot of people. Um, so I wanted to go through it. I wanted to educate myself on it. I wanted to, you know, be able to explain to people via experience what it's really like. Not only that, but I knew that it's a program that, it's that hurdle that I know my wife wants to overcome because she hates cardio and I'm not a huge fan of it either. So I wanted to overcome the challenge, but even though I didn't necessarily make the decisions to personally benefit myself, I'm benefiting from this program so much more than I thought that I would. I mean, the fact that like I have new lines in different places and obliques and all that, that's just a nice, that's just icing on the cake. But I remember when I first started, when Francis and I both first started kind of exercising from home after we had our second child, just the level of confidence that I had and the amount of structure that that brought to my life and the energy that I had and the better decisions that I was making, the better father that I became, the better student that I became, the better employee that I became. That boost in confidence that I got from that and the person that I became over the last couple years, that's why I do this. And this program is really getting back to those core values because it's just you against yourself. There's nothing else in the way. Um, it's such a tremendous challenge, and the payoff and the success that you feel when you get through one of these workouts or when you put your max out time up and it's better than it was last week. There's very few other programs that give you, that level of satisfaction. I mean, it's therapy. Like I'm huge on seeing daily exercise as just a necessary daily victory for oneself, just to set the tone for your day. This totally encompasses that in every way, shape, and form. Like I said, the fact that I have like a real six pack, not just like a six pack because I'm slim. That's just an extra added bonus. Like this, it's it's been awesome. Just not just physically, but mentally. It's just been such a blessing. Yes, the workouts are challenging, but there is a modifier. I I'm a company man, and when if I'm not putting it out in video, I sometimes don't always speak openly in person about these things to people. But anybody and everybody can do this, and anybody and everybody could get the benefit of it. So yeah, we're getting through it. Week 2 is in full effect right now. There's a workout called Sweatfest that I'm gonna go cry through in a few minutes, but
And I think it's worth noting too, Dred, for those of you who don't know our story, he has an overactive thyroid. So battling that and trying to help him gain weight because he's always struggled with gaining weight was really rough. And the first program he did where he saw like really good results was Body Beast, which if you don't know the Beachbody world is a weight training program for men by Sagi Kalev. I think that's how you say his name. But it's just strictly weights and it's just to build mass. So he had really good success with that program. So the shift of changing perspective and saying, okay, instead of just lifting weights all the time to gain muscle mass, now I'm going to do a Shaun T program where it's heavily cardio based, which he wasn't doing before, and also you're not using any equipment. There's no weights whatsoever. It's all your body. That was rough for him. And I know just a couple of days ago he was saying like he didn't know if he was going to stay with it because of that reason. You kind of have to get out of your own head. And we talked about it, and I was like, you have to understand that just because you're not lifting 50-pound weights doesn't mean you're not still pushing 130 pounds or whatever he weighs now. It's a whole different set of thoughts. And I don't know. I feel like he's gained some size. We've got him back on his supplements because again he does struggle to gain muscle mass because of his thyroid. So the supplements really help him out. So that's it. That's our week 1.5 update. On Sunday, we will post our week 2, which is our half of month 1 progress pictures. So thanks for listening to us, and we'll see you guys later. Bye.